Hey guys, it's Kesara, and today I'm going to be doing my review for Highfire by Eoin Colfer. So I received a free e-arc of this book from NetGalley in exchange for an honest review. I was really excited going into Highfire because it was completely different than anything that I've ever read before. It is about a dragon who is the last of his kind, and he lives in the Louisiana bayou. And pretty early on in the story, he bumps into this kid named Squib who is in high school, but he's just trying to get by. He has a single mother, and there's this constable nearby who's kind of harassing her a little bit, and he's just trying to live his life and get by. And then he's confronted by this dragon, and it kind of takes off from there. So for these reviews, I generally talk about 4 things: character, plot, world building, and writing style. So we're gonna start with character. So first of all, I absolutely love the 2 main characters of this book. They're Vern and Squib, and then there are like 2 other characters that take on a pretty big role in this story as well. One is named Waxman, and the other one is Constable Hook. So Constable Hook is definitely an unlikable character. He's kind of the villain of the story, and I actually really enjoyed his character because he talks about like being a psychopath and things like that, and how he took a psychopath's test. Not psychopath, sorry, sociopath. And I think it's really funny just like reading from his point of view. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I also really love Vern, Waxman, and Squib. They all have really interesting characters as well. All the characters are really unique, and I love that aspect of this novel. And I also think that Squib specifically has really good character development. I love his development from the beginning of the story all the way through. I think it was really well done. And the other character that I think has really interesting character development is Vern, because even though he's an immortal dragon with like millennia of experience, he still manages to learn and grow in this story as well, which I think was really interesting. Next, we're going to talk about plot, and I have to say this book is super fast-paced. I love how fast-paced this book is. It is also really action-packed. Like, for an adult contemporary fantasy, I didn't expect for it to be as action-packed as it was. Like, set in our own world, you don't really get as much space to do things like have explosions and things like that, and yet somehow Eoin Colfer managed to have that happen in this book, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I think it was really well done, and I loved all the action of the plot. I will say that I did think the plot was a little simplistic. Like, there were definitely a few complexities to it that I enjoyed, but it was a little bit simplistic. But I did really enjoy how dark and gritty it got at times, and there was one moment that just like broke my heart, which is what I'm looking for when I read an adult high fantasy. So I really enjoyed that. Next, we're going to talk about world building, and I do think the world building was good. For an adult contemporary fantasy, it had interesting world building because it's kind of hard to do world building when you're set in our world because you have to take all of the things from our own world. But I feel like it did add quite a few things, especially when it came to dragons and how this dragon exists, and is there potentially other dragons in this world and things like that. I did think that the world building was good in that aspect of it. Also, the whole thing with the alligators was fantastic, and I really enjoyed that aspect as well because alligators play a pretty big role in this story. I think it just fit so well in with the atmosphere and being in the Louisiana bayou. I think that just really worked, and I really enjoyed that. And last but not least, we're going to talk about author's writing style. And like I said, this book was so fast-paced. I was attached to it the entire time, so I really enjoyed the writing style, and I definitely recommend this book. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4.25 stars. If you guys have read this book, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought, because I would love to discuss with you guys. I post videos on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so consider subscribing. I also post bonus videos, so if you want to be notified as soon as I upload, you can click that little bell icon. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to support my channel. All social media links are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.